Alright guys, so today we're going to be looking at how to play bunker shots at different types of sands. Obviously if you go to different golf courses, the amount of sand in the bunkers might be different. Even when you're playing the same golf course, you might have some bunkers that have quite fluffy sand in them, and then some bunkers which don't have much sand in and it's quite compact, so even it might have rained, which can compact the sand down a little bit. So what we're going to look at is how you can manipulate the club face so that we can get the best result possible for our shot. Because in the fluffy sand, what we see a lot of people tend to do is play the golf shot with a square club face, and what that means is you're using the leading edge, which ends up digging into the fluffy sand. And a lot of people tend to hit some quite sort of fat shots that don't get out the bunker, or they'll come out and they'll roll quite a lot because they don't have much spin. So when we're playing out of fluffy sand, what we want to do is open that club face out a little bit, just because that exposes the bounce on the bottom of the golf club and makes it a lot easier to get that club slided underneath the ball and then pop it up. So when I'm playing out of fluffy sand, I'm going to open that club face up, and then that way we can get that club slided underneath the ball, and that allows me to accelerate through the ball, whereas when I use the leading edge, it's hard to carry on accelerating through that follow through as that club is digging in. So I'm going to open it up, I'm just going to try accelerate through, and it should pop up quite nicely. And then we'll also have a nice bit of spin as well, so it stops quite quickly. Whereas this lie over here, the sand's a little bit more compact, which means as soon as I try to start using that bounce, the club is also going to bounce off the floor, which means we're also going to get some pretty bad lies, or we're probably going to fin it into the face of the bunker and not come out. So instead, what we have to try to do is use the leading edge on this one, and that way we actually want to almost dig the club into the ground a little bit, so that we can get a good connection on the ball and it can come out again as close to the hole as possible. So for this one, I'm going to play with a square club face. Again, look at it before the ball and digging that club into the ground a little bit more. Well, I hope that helps, guys. So that's just looking at how we can manipulate the club face to benefit ourselves when hitting out the greenside bunker.